Let's get straight to the point. I know you can use the extension arm that comes with the DJI RS2 to use the tripod as a second handle for a briefcase or underslung mode. But this hand grip from SmallRig gives you the freedom to still have a tripod for you to set the gimbal down without having to attach and detach your tripod all the time. Plus, this hand grip has a lot more features built in that the original extension arm does not have. First, the SmallRig extension arm is full of mounting points. It comes with 3 1/4-20 mounts and a cold shoe on the arm itself, and you have 2 more 1/4-20 on the handle, 3 3/8 mounts and another cold shoe on the handle as well. All these mounting points allows you to attach accessory like monitor and microphone or even external batteries for your camera very easily. The stock DJI RS2 extension arm has 1 1/4-20 mount in the middle as well, so it's not bad at all. You can have the SmallRig hand grip attached and facing you with a monitor attached to the end of the hand grip. I think that is probably one of the most common setups you will see people using with this accessory. Another way to use it is to have the monitor attached to the side of the hand grip using the cold shoe or 1/4-20 mount. One benefit of using it like this is you can have the gimbal closer to your body instead of extending your arms out because the first setup has the monitor so close to your face. Trust me, it gets pretty tiring after extending your arms out for a while. Both setups are good for using the SmallRig hand grip to go into briefcase or underslung mode because most likely your camera display will be too low for you to see even if you have a flip out screen. Having an external monitor attached to the hand grip will allow you to see what you're filming very easily. The second reason why this hand grip is a nice addition to the RS2 is the flexibility. The hand grip itself uses a rosette mount to attach to the extension arm. This allows you to set the hand grip at any angle you want. The stock extension arm can be adjusted to any angle as well, but you will need to carry an Allen key to do that. This one, just unscrew the knob, adjust the angle, tighten it back, that's it. Nice and quick. The build quality of the SmallRig hand grip is also another selling point. Everything is made out of steel and anti-slip rubber. The handle feels very nice to grip just like the RS2 handle with almost the exact same texture. Even the color of the steel on the hand grip is almost the same as the RS2, and there is also a red accent on the handle. Design-wise, it is super cool to be honest. The NATO clamp that the SmallRig hand grip uses has similar locking and safety mechanism compared to the original DJI extension arm. But just watch out when you are trying to install the SmallRig one onto the RS2 because it doesn't sit flush perfectly by itself. You have to kind of use your hand to position it properly before you can tighten the knob. It is not a deal breaker though, so don't worry. You can also install the hand grip to either side of the RS2 just like the stock extension arm, just not the RSC2. And that brings us to the next selling point. Okay, let's talk about the possible position you can set up your RS2 with the SmallRig hand grip. First, the most commonly used one, having the extension arm installed on the left side of the gimbal with the handle facing yourself and upward. This allows you to use the handle to go into briefcase mode easily to get those low angle shots. This is also a good setup position to carry the gimbal around. Second, you can have the handle facing downward. This allows you to use the RS2 with both your arms at the same height, so it will not give one of your arms the fatigue like the briefcase setup. One suggestion I have is to turn your body a little bit sideways to have like a fighting stand kind of stand, so you are ready to move to any direction, literally like what a fighting stand can do. Again, both of these setups allowed you to attach a monitor or microphone or other accessories on the side that you can control and see. If you are more comfortable using the gimbal on your left side, just flip the NATO mount to the right side of the gimbal. There's one little thing to keep in mind. The safety pin or mechanism of the extension arm is made for only 2 out of 4 possible NATO positions. but you don't have to worry too much about it. As long as you turn the knob tight enough, it most likely won't come off by itself. Plus the safety pin feels pretty flimsy, so I don't think it will be able to hold and save your heavy setup if anything goes wrong, so just tighten the knob. The next position is kind of funky because I have never thought about it. You can flip the extension arm to the front and left side of the gimbal and have the hand grip in front of the RS2 handle and having it pointing down. I have never seen this setup before, but you know what? This setup is actually the most comfortable one. Let me explain. Since the DJI RS2 is a very powerful gimbal that can handle very heavy camera setup, and most likely that's what people are getting the RS2 for, there will be a very high chance that there is a heavy lens attached to the camera. When I'm using a gimbal, most of the time I'll have the gimbal pointing forward, and that will make the entire setup very front heavy. That's why having a second handle in front of the RS2 handle will help with these situations. Also, you'll have to try it out in order to understand what I mean. Having a second handle at the front is actually the best way to distribute all the weight on both of your arms. If you have the second handle at the back, no matter if it's up or down, the whole setup feels heavier. I know it is very hard to believe in a video, but try it. You'll be surprised. Another very cool thing you can do with this setup is to use the original tripod as a horizontal handle by attaching it to the 1/4-20 mount on the extension arm. It feels super comfortable using the gimbal for lower angle shots with this setup. I would say even better than the briefcase mode. And now we're turning the RS2 into a transformer. I think I know why I have this idea because I have seen something like this before. I was Googling around and I finally realized that this setup looks just like the RE Trinity with the side attachment. And that's pretty cool. So if you have any creative ways of using this gimbal, feel free to share it in the comment section below. The only sort of downside having the handle at the front is your accessories, for example, your monitor will now be sitting at the front of the gimbal, but I think I'll get used to it. If you want to go full out transformer mode, having both the side handle and monitor attached to the extension arm, just attach the tripod on one side of the gimbal and the monitor on the other side. Just trying to be creative. You might be thinking to have the tripod attached while having the extension arm pointing to the back, but that will give you a very weird balance and weight distribution, so I wouldn't recommend that. So far, I think I really enjoy having the SmallRig Handgrip at the front right side of the RS2 because this setup feels the lightest to handle. I will find another solution to attach my monitor to the left side, so stay tuned. That's it. Those are my thoughts on the SmallRig Handgrip for the DJI RS2 and RSC2. With all the accessories coming out for these gimbals, I'm pretty sure I'll be building this differently all the time because it is just super fun. Let us know what's your favorite accessories for your RS2 or RSC2 in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Compared to the original DSI.